Hello and welcome back to the show. Today I want to discuss a possible rumor that has been spreading around online ever since Daredevil was canceled. And I've been seeing a lot of talk about this. It's not that much of a stretch. By now you already know, or else you want to click this video. But a lot of people are suspecting that maybe, since they didn't cancel The Punisher and Jessica Jones, that maybe Daredevil will appear in one of those series. More specifically, The Punisher. Why The Punisher? Because, of course, The Punisher. Why specifically The Punisher? Because The Punisher actually made his first appearance, the Netflix Punisher, in Daredevil Season 2. So it would not be that much of a stretch to, suggest or think about, even though Daredevil was canceled, he could also show up in a Punisher Season 2 of Netflix or Jessica Jones. Although it's highly unlikely Jessica Jones, because a lot of people largely suspect that they are going to indeed cancel Jessica Jones, because Jessica Jones was. I haven't looked at the streaming popularity for that, but I suspect from what I've heard it's not that high. It was about on par with like the Luke Cage and on the level of like Iron Fist. It was not probably one of their. I suspect the reason why they have not canceled that one already is because it is a woman, female superhero, and they don't want to take a lot of flack from canceling a what is considered their legitimate superhero show. And I don't see the reasoning behind that. Why would they not just, if they were going to cancel it, they should have already canceled it. But maybe that's something to do with that. And then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've got another season of that. I don't know. To be honest, I never really was a big fan of the Jessica Jones series. I it just wasn't for me. But I love the Daredevil, Netflix series. But so I was kind of excited about that possible rumor that people were, suggesting, and I'm kind of hoping that there's something to it. And there's also another theory that some people are suggesting, because Marvel did say, you know, more adventures with Daredevil, suggesting the way they're saying that they may use the same cast and maybe have a movie, the streaming TV show, season 4 may end up on another streaming service, which is Disney's streaming service. In other words, Daredevil season 4 would end up on the Disney whatever Marvel streaming service they're going to have. So that sounds like a cool idea. But the only problem is I kind of hate some of the things Marvel's got planned. So I'm kind of worried that they may screw it up. And then again, it may be good, but it could go either way. So I don't know. I'm kind of leery about. I don't know. I'm still more excited because I love the cast. The Daredevil, they all fit, they work, and Karen Page has already ended up, in the Punisher already. So it's not that big of a stretch to, that maybe it may end up in the Punisher Netflix series. So I could see that going either way, but definitely something is in the works with Daredevil. So that's a good thought. But I don't know if it's going to be like Charlie Cox and the rest of the company that. Which is unfortunate if they're not used, because I really enjoyed them, and I'm not alone in that. A lot of people just love their version of Daredevil. It really was perfect and it fit. It was just like the comic. It was excellent. I don't know if I'd really want, the Daredevil back in the Netflix Punisher, because I could see where he would be. It would be like almost kind of a good cop, bad cop type, storyline they would have going. But I don't know. I could see that happening, but it's highly unlikely. The way the Marvel little tease kind of hinted like they've got something else planned with Daredevil. So I don't know. Either way, like I said, and one of the things I liked about Daredevil season 3, it really ended on a good note. But it seems like Daredevil is going to be back somehow, some way, and there is a lot of speculation it might be in the Punisher, and if it's in a Marvel streaming service, a Marvel, I don't know if they would call it season 4, because they would like to retain it. It may be called something else like Marvel Daredevil whatever, and they would put a name in there, like, whatever their new series would be called, or just maybe they just start again, Daredevil, and they would just have Charlie Cox and the rest of the crew, or they would change, they may even change some people out. Um, I don't care as long as Charlie Cox is, and the at least a few of the actors are back. It would still feel like Daredevil, and it would be cool. And it would be nice to actually have him in the costume. Hopefully, if Marvel uses him, they actually put him in the costume, because that's one of the things that irked me about season 3. And I don't want to say too much about it if you haven't seen it, but he rarely. It's just aggravating. He was not in the costume. In fact, in the whole series, he was really rarely in the costume, which is weird because Daredevil has one of those costumes that's not that hard to really. It's not that much of a. It's not that complex of a costume to actually have work in reality. It's like Batman. It's a simple costume. So anyway, I'm starting to rant. I just wanted to mention acknowledge some of the rumors that have been mentioned and thrown out there about Daredevil and possible comeback. Evidently, there is going to be a comeback, but who knows what it'll be. Some more news when that comes out. That's all for this episode. Catch you next time.